So our farm was originally started by my grandparents, Eleanor and Leo DeBuck, and that was in the Mount Clemens area. They were originally vegetable farmers, and then in the mid-50s got into the sod business. Their first crop was their front lawn. They had built a new home and went to the seed elevator, got some bluegrass seed and thought, man, this is a little bit expensive for this grass seed. So he said, well, you know what, Leo? If you grow that grass, I might have a golf course interested in buying it from you. And that was their very first sod crop, how they got into the sod industry in the mid-50s. This farm in Davison, they purchased in the mid-60s and was the home farm for a number of years. And then 5 of their boys all had their own sod farms in different locations as well. And 4 of those have all transitioned to the 3rd generation. So I'm proud to be 3rd generation sod farmer here at our sod farm in Davison. My parents, Alan and Dawn, ran this starting in the late 70s, transitioned to myself and my husband Greg, back around 2014. We took on ownership. My parents are still, around in a helpful role if we need them, but they've been really great at letting Greg and I take over the ownership and, run the ship, but very supportive and always willing to help us with whatever we need. We have 3 daughters. Lillian is 13, Nora is 11, and Stella is 8. They love being on the farm. They love coming out and help. They like picking up scraps from the field. And then we do some other flowers and pumpkin kind of stuff on the side that they help with too. They run the mowers. Farming is a family lifestyle. So sod is a 2-year crop. When we start growing it, we're getting our fields ready in the summertime. Prime planting window is mid-August to about Labor Day to mid-September. The sooner we can get it in closer to Labor Day, the better. Weather is always an issue. So we're planting it then. We're putting down pre-emergent at the time of planting. It's gonna go through winter. Next spring, we're putting the fertilizer on to keep that crop growing. And our very best field, we might be able to start harvesting that next August, about 12 months later. And most of it's gonna be ready the next spring after that. So the sod that we are harvesting this spring would have been planted a 1.5 years ago. Technology has really brought the sod industry forward. Back when my parents and grandparents were first getting into this, you had a little hand cutter sod machine, and then you'd come behind and roll it up and then stack each piece of sod on a trailer, and then you had a machine on a tractor that would come through and cut the sod, but you would still be hand stacking it. When I was a kid, we had improved upon that design, but we were still hand stacking, but you could have a big enough machine where you could have 2 people stacking at the same time to make it more efficient. Around 2000 became the advent of automatic sod harvesters. So now you have one operator that can operate a machine that's cutting the rolls. It goes up a conveyor belt, and then it has spears or forks that automatically stack those rolls on the pallet in layers, drops that pallet, injects the next one, and keeps on running. So that's really been helpful in labor and efficiency, for sod production. It got pretty hard for us after the pandemic to find employees. Last summer, we put in an emergency H-2A order with Great Lakes Ag Labor Services. It was a wonderful experience. It has improved our living as farmers, and removed that stress of the employee shortage. Here at DeBuck's Sod Farm, we are selling sod to all kinds of locations. A lot of our sod is going to end up at homes. A lot of it goes for golf courses. We work with athletic fields. We work with roadside projects after they do construction, restaurants, anything new that you're building or renovating. Anywhere you need grass, we're sending it there. We work with Great Lakes Cemetery over in Holly, so we'll go anywhere in the state of Michigan. We've done some projects up on Mackinac Island. We do some projects in Traverse City. We've taken sod down to Belle Isle. We're taking grass all over the state of Michigan.